Hi, come on in. Today we're going to go through the 5 silly mistakes that I have made right at the beginning of starting my YouTube channel. Now, these are not what the top contributors will tell you about as the things that rookies make as mistakes. These are my genuine mistakes, the silly things that I've done. I'm not going to say they're ones that everybody would make. It's through to sometimes me not thinking things through a little bit, but that's okay. And I hope that you enjoy the video. So my first mistake is starting with my phone in portrait mode. Now, that's obviously a really silly thing to do because YouTube is obviously in longer form. You can see that even when you're watching the videos. And I started with my phone up and down in portrait mode and therefore had to retake a number of the videos I'd done because I hadn't thought it through. Now, obviously the aspect ratio for YouTube videos is 16:9, so that's the long. So always, if you are starting, start with your iPhone or your smartphone side on to record your videos. That's really important. Second mistake that I made was my descriptions. Now, listing my videos up, putting them on, thumbnails, titles, description, obviously. But my descriptions were tiny and I've still not cracked that. So I'm going to have to go back when I come back from Shetland, review that and find out exactly what should be going on there. When you look at other people's descriptions, you can really see they go into a lot more detail. They've got links, they've got so many other things in there. And I think that that's something I really, really need to work on because obviously that's a large part of it too. So that's something that needs to improve, and that's something that I will have a look at in more detail and make sure that I update the ones that I've already done as well as the new ones coming out. But that'll take me a little bit of time to do, and obviously I need to find out exactly what I'm supposed to be doing in the first place. So if you do decide to start on a YouTube with that, make sure that you've thought about your descriptions before and know exactly what you're needing to do. Number 3 is my tutorials. Now, obviously I know I've talked about this a little bit before, but the setup that I had to begin with, I hadn't thought it through. I tried taking them from in front of me. Well, obviously they can't see what my hands are doing, so viewers wouldn't be able to see that. So then I had this vase with my tripod in it and my camera. I couldn't see what was on the camera screen. I'm trying to work around the vase. Couldn't do it very well. So my first tutorials are a little bit iffy, and my hands in some of the videos were right at the top of the screen. You couldn't see what I was doing, so therefore I had to retake those. Luckily my daughter had a gooseneck phone holder which she's given me, and I'm able to use that now, and those videos are turning out a lot better. The only other tip I would say is if you're working at a table, don't attach it to the table, because if you're working sometimes you wobble that gooseneck holder or you knock into it, and therefore you get the wobbles on the screen again. So I put it on a chair next to me and that works really well, and obviously you can attach it to any surface that you want to. So yeah, gooseneck holder, something that you can see, and I also can see through the camera what I'm doing, which means that it's in the right place for the viewer to be able to see as well. Number 4, I didn't plan my thumbnails very well. Now, I planned my titles. That was good. I'm doing that. I make sure that I plan them so that when I start what I'm saying here, I can tell you what it's about and everybody will know, and it makes it easier for you to know if it's something you want to watch and know what I'm going to talk about. Thumbnails, however, now I knew I should plan them beforehand. I've done my research. I know thumbnails are really important, and I'm supposed to research them beforehand and think about what I'm going to put into that. Because obviously as people scroll through YouTube, then what they first see is those thumbnails. That's what makes them click on. Now you hear about clickbait all the time. That's not what I'm going for. I just want it to be nice and clear, people to see it and think, oh yeah, I'd like to watch that. And then what's in that thumbnail will really represent what is in the video as well. In a little bit more comedic way possibly, because that's just me as well. One other little mistake that I make constantly, and I'm still doing it, so I'm going to throw this one in. This is not my 5th one, this is just for a side. Now, I have this little gadget which I think is brilliant, but it switches on and off my video camera, which means that, my phone for the video, which means that I can sit myself down before I start, I can stop in the middle and so on. Number of times I've pressed it to stop or restart or whatever, and it's not restarted. Then what happens is I miss half my video or I miss the whole video, and then I have to go back and restart all over again. That is so frustrating. The number of times I've done that, and I actually did that at the start of this video again. I'd done the whole video and then found it wasn't recording. A bit frustrating and a bit of a waste of time. So I need to work out exactly what I'm doing and how to stop that from happening. At the minute, I might just start straight away, and then I'll know that it's recording. I can cut out that bit at the beginning where I walk around and sit myself down. So, on to what is a real point. Number 5, my 5th mistake is making my videos just a little too long. In fact, possibly long is the wrong word for it. Too wordy. I think I overthink things and then I over-explain things. So rather as just telling you about something, leaving it and moving on, I will then go back and re-explain it, which then just means that those videos are getting too long, and I don't need that, and you don't need that. And I need to realise that some people just won't like me and won't like what I'm doing or the content I'm putting out, but that's okay. Others will be drawn to me and who I am and enjoy the channel and the content that's on there. And I hope that you might be one of those people, one of those that enjoy what I'm doing. And if you do, please like, please subscribe, put in a comment, all those wonderful things that help my algorithms, but also means that I can get to know you and you can get to know me, and we can start to build that community here. But before I turn this into one of those long, wordy videos, I want to thank you for joining me here and hope that I see you again soon. Thank you for watching.